Merfolk to his head. Pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Mama. Ooh. There you go. Pretty good example of what we can do here. And you got some queen on top of it. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you because we are running Merfolk Azorius, technically Azorius. Now, I may have lied to you in the video and said it was mono white, but that's because my channel, nobody on my channel will click if they know I have blue in the deck. But listen, it's a creature-based go wide token deck, okay? It's not what you think it is. It's not control. Azorius gets a bad name for entirely being made out of control. This is not that. This is a straight up and down deck, and I think you're really going to like it. Before we get into it, I need you to do something for me, though, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So go right down there and subscribe and become a villain. We'd love to have you. So, what are we talking about with Merfolk Azorius? I wish it wasn't Azorius, honestly. If I could get away with Merfolk Dimir or Merfolk Mono White, I would. But there are a few really essential cards that we need in blue, namely Deeproot Pilgrimage, Deep Channel Duelist, and Deep Water Navigator. We're going deep. We're going real deep on these Merfolk. How deep, I'll let you decide. The first couple of plays here is just going to be kind of, the main one that we're going to do is Waterbinder Trapper, which is a new card that lets you tap creatures to tap somebody else. That's going to be useful because we want our own creatures to tap. Believe it or not, that's going to trigger off Deeproot Pilgrimage right there. And we also can prevent people from attacking us if we always have the ability to tap one of ours to slow them down. So that's going to be our only one-drop creature. Other than that, we have utility cards. Soul Guide Lantern, recommended by Gwen very usefully right there. When it enters exile target graveyard, we were getting reanimated too much. Sultai Reanimator's too crazy. So we can exile stuff from a graveyard, exile whole graveyard, and of course draw a card. I actually swapped that in later in the game. It's a really useful one. Springleaf Drum is a really useful one too because you tapped an target creature you control in one add mana of any color. Again, that lets you tap creatures, which of course will trigger Deeproot, which is really good. And Seam Rip for a little bit of removal. Speaking of removal, we're going to go with 2 Seam Rips, 2 Get Losts, and 4 Sheltered by Ghosts. Listen, if it's mono white, if it's life gain, we have to shelter them, man. We got to get rid of these big creatures out of the way. We got to get rid of these big obstacles. This is kind of going to be your best, your 8-drop removal right there. So now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this one, or the fish and chips, if you will, because it's a Merfolk deck. So let's get to the fish and chips. We want to activate Deeproot Pilgrimage. This is a really good card from Ixalan, 1 blue and 1 enchantment. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control becomes tapped, you create a 1/1 blue Merfolk token creature with hexproof. Anytime that you tap, and if you tap multiple at once, meaning that you do Waterbinder and you tap 2 creatures, you tap this guy and another one to trigger, you're going to get 2 tokens off of that. You can even do that on your opponent's turn. You can do it on your turn and on your opponent's turn. How do you get it to go off multiple times per turn? Well, I'll show you. With this right here, this is the new Merfolk Captain. This is the Deep Channel Duelist right here. 1 blue and 1. At the beginning of your end step, untap target Merfolk you control, and other Merfolk get +1/+1 across the board. Insane Captain effect. Insane Anthem effect for across Merfolks because all those Deep Roots are pumped up. Everyone is pumped up the more of these you have. So you can hit Waterbrine, tap somebody, then use Deep Channel to untap Waterbrine, and then tap somebody again on your opponent's turn and trigger Deeproot twice. You can trigger it twice on your turn and twice on your opponent's. That is a huge army of 1/1 tokens going in. Don't forget, if Deep Channel's out, they're actually 2 2s. You got 2 of them out, it's 3 3s. That's not enough power for you? Don't worry, I got more horsepower right here. Or fish power, if you will. 1 green and 1 white, 2/2 Merfolk Wizard. This is another one with flash. Whenever this Merfolk enters, untap each other Merfolk you control. This is super good for receiving an attack. You can be real defensive with this one. If somebody swings in on you and they think you're tapped out, you bring in the Deep Water Navigator, boom, everyone is right there back ready to block. As long as you attack this turn with 3 or more Merfolk you control get +1 across the board to power. So again, swinging in, they come in, boom, you drop your Deep Water, get the block off, and then next turn you go in again and swing. You're pumped up from Deep Water and you're pumped up from Deep Way. So Deep Channel and Deep Way, I know we're saying deep a lot, just ignore that. So that is going to be kind of the combination play of what you want. Tapping, untapping, building, being defensive, aggressive, pumping that power and toughness up. Here's the Flood Pits Drowner. It is a Merfolk, believe it or not, from Duskmourn. It looks like an absolute nightmare. 1 blue and 1/2/1 flash vigilance. Whenever this creature enters, tap target creature an opponent controls and stun them. We have these cool stun lock abilities with Wander Brine and Flood Pits, really good. This has vigilance too, which means that it can attack and then you can use it to tap as well, because attacking didn't tap it. Boom, you have a little bit of more combos right there to just completely lock up the other person's board while you go in. The last little piece of the puzzle here is going to be these cards. We have the Adept Water Shaper, which is going to be a Merfolk Cleric for 1 white and 2, 3, 4 other tapped creatures you control have indestructible. So now you have, if you've swung into attack, everything that has attacked is indestructible. So when you go in for the attack, everyone can't be killed. Boom. That is super aggressive and helps that out right there. Also, if they try to play removal, you have your untapped Water Brine, and you can tap somebody to give them indestructible as we go. So 3 of those I think is going to be fine for that right there. We also threw in, just for a little bit of spice to make things extra nice, we threw in a Raise the Past, because as you can see here, most of the workhorses, most of the power that we're getting from this deck is from 1 and 2 drops. The triple deeps, the Flood Pits Drowner and the Water Brine are really what's putting in work. Adept Water Shaper is not necessary. Everything else is basically putting in work. If they're sweeping you, killing you, removing, discarding into the middle to late game, Raise the Past, we'll throw in 3 of them. You could do 2 if you don't want that many, sure. It'll help just immediately swing back with a bunch of other stuff, and you can just you can recover from big hits and big sweeps right there, because that is something people will often want to do to you right there. We're gonna go with 6 plains, 5 islands, Flood Verge, and of course some Hollowed Fountains. Restless Anchorage is not bad either for that map token. Cavern of Souls, I think a bunch of these is fine. Of course, makes it any creature can't be countered. Choose Merfolk, you're good to go. Boom, right there. We look at the stats right here. This is the Murder Gnomes. You're a real one if you understand that reference. 19 creatures, 19 of them Merfolk, 100%. 2 instants, 2 sorceries, 4 artifacts, and 10 enchantments, believe it or not. 23 lands on a 1.9. I had a real bad drought problem, which is funny because they live in the ocean. I did want that land to be smooth, because if we're able to cast 2 spells a turn, if we have 4 down, we're much more effective at getting to where we need to go. Sideboard is very important to discuss right here. Mindspring Merfolk is not bad either. That is a good pump up for everyone. That is a good 1-drop blue, where it's a 1/1 blue. Late in the game, if you're able to play 2 tap and X and exhaust, put a 1/1 counter on each Merfolk, you can finish the game with a huge hit off Mindspring. River Scout Herald's a great one that'll help you come in and explore. Either gets you a mana or comes in at a 2/3. Silvergill Mentor is not a bad, because it makes another, you have to behold a Merfolk, easy to do. It creates another token, so it's 2 creatures for 1. I did have Sig Wanderwine Wisdom in this. I didn't think he was that good. I was not really enthusiastic about Sig, so I kind of replaced him. But he's still there. You could certainly do him for a few tricky things. Sig's Command is not bad either. I didn't get a chance to play this, but it can be super useful, especially to duplicate a copy of a Merfolk. Something like a Deep Channel Duelist can pump up everyone with a copy. Patchwork Banner is not a bad thing to do right there, especially if you're going to continue with the artifact theme, 1/1 across the board. And Waterbending Lesson actually lets you tap creatures to draw cards, so we have a really good synergy right there on Waterbending Lesson. So if you need card draw, you need a little bit more card draw for yourself right there, and you need to be able to tap creatures all at once. You can convoke this essentially with Waterbending. So yeah, very, very good. So very interesting stuff right there. Boom. So that is what we're talking about right there with Merfolk. I hope you give Azorius a chance, man. Azorius is not just control. There's some fun combos to play here. I really hope you like the video. I hope you leave a comment. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for all live streaming goodness. I'd love to have you there live in person on Twitch every night. Hit that bell, be notified when we go live on YouTube or Twitch, either one. You'll be able to find us and get the notifications, join notification squad whenever a new video comes up. Check out our Discord if you want to join the community there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub or my Moxfield. Thank you so much. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Merfolk. I know you probably don't like Azorius, but hey, every now and again we got to branch out, right? Let's get into it. Here we go. Oh, thank you for coming, Chris Chaos. Odd one-legged crow. I go first. All right. Hollowed Fountain. I'll do that. Do you know what I've had stuck in my head all day? The fucking "There Will Be Blood" scene of Daniel Day-Lewis going, "I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my boy." I don't know why that's stuck in my head, but it is. I don't know why I woke up with that scene from There Will Be Blood in my head. I'm not running any counterspells or draw. Yeah, I probably need a little bit more draw. I'm not going to run counterspells. This is bad enough. Ooh, Barbed Servitor. Interesting. Hard hit right there. Those two are indestructible. Well, that one is hard to kill. Deep Water is Navigator. Sheep would be a fair draw engine, yeah, but it's not a Merfolk. That's what sucks. We'll have to figure out a different one. Leger is here. J. Aramaro. J. Aramaro. I've abandoned my child. There we go. Of course, he got exactly what he needed there. He also exiled everything out of the graveyard. He had the sweeper and the graveyard exile on top of everything else. Okay, so yeah, he's got invincibility. The only way I can get rid of him is if I pull another shell. Well, I can do this. To be fair, I can do that. Mulligan. Will not take the 1 mana hands there. That's ridiculous. Summer, you got your mulligan. Deep Root. Seam Rip. Seam Rip, I'm kind of fucking iffy on you, Steam Rip. Let's drop you right there. Springleaf, you can do it. Oh, you. To this deck. He's probably gonna kill this. Oh, is this the blue version? The mystical blue version? Boom. It's a shame that this isn't a Merfolk, but an Elemental, huh? Because that would actually be a really good card. Opt. I miss Hooded Blightfang too. Holy shit, dude. I love that card. Let's do that. Can't be countered. Yep, can't be countered. Sorry, bub. Let's go in. Create a Merfolk. We also have the Springleaf Merfolk combo here. Aldari, we're playing Warhammer. Okay. Let's see what he does. Hey, TJ. Oh, thank you for coming by. Got him. Nice. Good sneaker right there. Good sneaker. Just sneaking it right in. You know what I mean? Tappa, tappa, tappa. Here, as we like to say. A little bit of wear on the treads. I know no one is going to watch this, but still, it calls to me. I've got to run it. Hey, how you doing, Dragon Boy? Thank you so much. I like my model too. Oh no, it's just Sultai Reanimator. Boring. Boring. To buy old pre-releases? Jeez, that's a good question, man. I don't know. Are they particularly cheap? Pre-release can have some good stuff in it. It's just a good way of getting cards out. Boom. Let's go in, pop. Deepwater Navigator, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting the amount of cards you need for that, if you're getting the rough equivalent, what is the Violent Tumor? Search for a card and put it in your graveyard. Holy shit, this guy's serious about his Reanimator. He wants some fucking Reanimator here. We're gonna decline. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say Merfolk, Deepwater Navigator, boom, and boom, boom. He's gonna bring back fucking Valks. Yeah, he's gonna bring Valks to the table here. We're gonna decline. We're gonna do deep dish pizza. We're gonna go in with Sig Wanderer. Oof. And then we're gonna go with this. I am 100% sure about that. We're gonna do that. Boom. Okay. Probably has another Reanimator. No? Maybe? Maybe not. Hey, what's up, Gwen Plays SCH as Gwen Plays CEDH. Welcome. Ooh, he's really bringing up some shit here. Let's hope he doesn't get another Zombify. Deep Root Pilgrimage. Lasagna Pie. Ooh, the City of Seven Hills. That guy's a real bastard, you know that? He's a real bastard. He's also a city of 7 hills. Resentful Revelation. Boom. Running into a lot of Reanimator. We might need to put at least what is that called? Laid to Rest or Final Revelation or whatever that shit's called. How you doing, Solid Geo? Welcome to the show. He's pretty solid and he's pretty Geo at the end of the day. That's what we're working with. He's solid and geometric. Deep Root. Boom. Valgavoth. Okay, you can put that down and reanimate something here. What's he going to reanimate? Boom. Stiggy, how you doing? Yeah. Soul Guided Lantern. Again, but the question is, what do we swap in for that? Who's coming in and who's coming out for Soul Guided Lantern? What do we lay at the altar of Soul Guided Lantern? You know, what do we do to make it worth it? City of 7 hills. Well, Raise the Past was the solution for them killing everything that I put down and board wiping me on turn 4. That's a lot of map tokens. Which Orzhov deck you enjoying? Boom, 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 boom. I like your idea. I was thinking about Rest in Peace. What is that? I can't remember that fucking name. The name of that fucking deck. What the hell is it called? The name of that card? Is it called Rest in Peace? Am I crazy? Oh, I'm glad you're liking it, Hi Muke. I'm gonna go in for 2. T for 2, and 2 for T. Put down the Deep Root. Okay, so they have a green instant, and they've telegraphed this to me very clearly. Excuse me, I have a green instant card. Let's do this. Bristly Bill. He's so bristly you don't even understand it. This guy couldn't even be more bristly if he fucking tried. We'll take the 4 here. I don't give a shit. I got shelter in my hand. Boop, 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 boop. Have some more sloppy joes, kids. I know y'all like them sloppy. Let's do this. Let's push you in. Okay, so let's wait We're going to use the Water Brine Deep Channel combo to get some fucking blockers out. We might get rid of Sig. I don't think Sig is very good. The itty bitty card draw that he gives, that might be the swap in for the Soul Guide Lantern. That might be the fucking the guy to lose it. Boom. I'm not happy with Sig. I think he underperforms as a 2-drop. He's drawn me like one card. He's made one guy unblockable, but you know, you get what I mean? I think we're gonna crush this guy next turn. To be perfectly honest with you folks, I think we're gonna absolutely fucking destroy this guy. You're gonna come in with your Bristly Bill? I don't think you are, bro. I don't think you have the fucking stones for that. Pay 2 life. We're gonna put down the real thick, deep root. And then we're gonna put down you on there. Boom. We're gonna put down you on there. And we're gonna absolutely fucking devastate. Boom, boom. There you go. Got him. Extra. We're performing okay right now. Once we dialed it in, we started getting a little higher win rate on us. Ops goes first, which is not great. It's 3.6 Roenkin. Not great, not terrible. That sucks. So let's do Merfolk into Wanderbind. Let's do that. Oof. Tranquil Cave. We'll do this into a Deep Root. Oof. Resplendent Angel. Just call me Resplendent Angel of the morning, baby. Just touch my cheek before you leave, darling. Let's do no attacks. Let's end turn. Casey, I need Feast. Very nice. Unable to scream. Okay, alright, sure. Okay, we'll do that. Hope Ethstein, interesting. Bill for 1. Alright. That's pretty good. Let's see if he's got a sweeper here. He's gonna go in. Probably that sweeper and mill card, right? Is what we're thinking. I think we got him, yeah. Found out you have a $20 card. Fantastic. Go buy some energy drink, man. If they're really our biggest enemy was Reanimator. This is a terrible opener right here. Holy shit. We'll mulligan that one. That's okay. We'll drop one of these. Adept is not that good. I'm realizing also Adept is mediocre. Let's see, Merfolk kind of gives away the game, but I don't want to do Hollowed yet. Hey, what's up, Matisse Rue and Mike Southland? Welcome to the show. Okay, shooter. Boom. We'll pay 2 life. Next, we'll do the Flood Pits Drowner on whatever he thinks he's putting down here. Okay. Please be Teach with Moon Shadow deck. I already did 2 Moon Shadow decks. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of Moon Shadowing already. Boom. Ooh, this one sucks, yeah. He's gonna generate, it's gonna ping me. Boom. Pop, pop. Do we want to Shelt by Delt? We're gonna Shelt. Okay, and turn. Any advice for a brawl player? Play what you're gonna enjoy. Have a concise, stick to one color and have a concise message. Don't try to do everything. What are you trying to do? I mean, that's pretty broad. It's pretty broad. He's probably going to sack that to get 2 out. Boom. Elf tokens? Okay. Morkent isn't terrible for that. Try to go for a big finale. I feel like every elf deck isn't really an elf deck. It's actually elf ball. I feel like the most effective way of using elves is to elf ball them. Like the most effective elf decks I ever have finish with a fucking Crater Hoof or something like that. Ooh, Hexing Squelcher. Haven't been able to use him much. I like him though. I like that guy. Shocking Shocker. He's gonna ping me with the Shocker. Oof. Oof. Cavern of Souls. Choose Merfolk. Oh, fuck. Should we do Restless Anchorage? No attacks. Franco Mob Boss. He doesn't have haste. It'll do 2 damage. A land. Farmverge Flood. Wow. We're really on the fucking skids right here, boys. Really on the fucking skids. I think we maybe cookeroni here. Taurian Mauler. Yeah, we're cookeronied. Cookeronied the San Francisco Cook Treat. Just didn't get very many creatures, to be perfectly frank with you. Didn't get a lot of creatures on that one. Still, I think the performance wasn't awful. Anybody else excited for Alchemy? For some fucking LORWYN Alchemy? There's got to be somebody besides me. Am I literally the only one in the world? Don't tell me I'm the only one in the whole entire world that's excited for Alchemy. I'll be sad and lonely. Flow Water Nuisance. Okay. Let's do this. Boom. Let's do that. How you doing, Stiggy? I'm glad somebody besides me is. That's all I'm saying. Somebody besides me is vaguely excited for Alchemy. Angel Wings, don't say that, Angel Wings. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You don't need to say that. Come on. It's not that bad, okay? It's not bad. Let's see if he wants to trade. He does. Man, that's wild. He does want to fucking trade. Okay. Flitterwing Nuisance. Boom. I'm sure we're gonna get some. We got goat tech. We got fucking goat tech in Alchemy, so I'm sure we're gonna get something more than that. One would assume a little bit more power than just straight up goats, you know. Okay, we drew another card there. Nice little flood for a J. Another Ouroborite. Beautiful. Love to see it. Seam Rip. Merfolk. Boom. Down to 2. Another Ouroborite. We'll wait. No attacks. Line of our elves. Obira dead but dreaming. Drag you down. Malekith, Fey Ascendant. More mana for Jay. Oh, he got more mana off the top there. I think we won. Yeah, we won. Got him. Can't believe we won that. Got him down quick enough that he couldn't recover. Holy shit, dude. Wow. I like how he just added Ouroborite and Marilyn into a fairy deck. Clever. Oh, no, he's doing fairy elves. Okay. Wow. Holy shit, man. Deck yet? Yes, slivers are in standard. Yes, they're very cool. Please go check that out. We need more likes on it. For some reason, my channel is allergic to fucking liking. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to you guys. Don't know how I've hurt you. Let's do that. Oof. Hey, what's up, J. Joey? Faulty fucking. Let's do... Boom. Let's say pay 2 life. Seam Rip that right away. Boom. Imagine losing with 30 plus creature power. I know. I know. Crazy, huh? Crazy work. Let's do this. Let's see. Merfolk. Put out deep. Okay. Thank you for following Echo Rave. Welcome to the show. That message. As per Origins. Okay, that did nothing. Gotta do water bind. Let's do that. You're not allowed to have that, bro. Come on. As for Origins. Echo Orabe. Okay. Not exactly Echo Ray, but Echo Orabe. How do we proceed here? We gotta get rid of him. I would have loved another mana there, but needs musts. I would have really liked another mana there. Another mana here would be perfect, because we can hit Deep Root and Shelter. He's getting cards in his hand. Cub is crazy. I hope when Alchemy comes, they nerf Cub and Alchemy, and I can play it there at least with a reasonable fucking time frame. I got his head back. Another Esper Origins, Shelt by Delt. Funny thing about that is, bro, I got more of these. That's the thing about that, bro. You can get rid of that. You don't need that. We go in again. Boom. Still do need that extra mana here. Earthbender Ascension, getting it in. Esper Mountain. Deep Root. Let's put you. Boom. 2 green mana. Still can't get that fucking extra mana out here. Grozcore, how you doing? Still cannot get that fucking extra mana out, which is wild fucking crazy work. Crazy fucking work. There's the Mightform Harmonizer. I cannot get a 4th mana out onto the board after 12 cards. Crazy fucking work right there. I'll take the 4 Soul Guide Lantern. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do no attacks. We're gonna end the turn. It's too much for me. Too rich for my blood. Not much we can do there. Never got a fucking 4th mana out on the board, guys, by the way. Just sat fucking for 14 turns with 3 mana. So, you know, there's that. We can fucking... we'll put down a blue... Ooh, okay, so we gotta do Merfolk. Water Brine. Okay. Do. Kiru Yigist 7777. Cool. Luroboroid, the real fairy. Obviously, I understand that board wipes are necessary. I'm talking shit. This guy didn't like that I put down a Water Brine. He didn't like that one bit. Soon, the next thing you know is your whole deck is board wipes and counter spells. And then where are we at? We're no better than animals. We're no better than animals after that. I think this guy disconnected. Oh no, he's here. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, he didn't get anything. That works. It's high noon. Okay, so you just don't like anybody to play the game. You're like, I don't want to play the game. I don't want my opponent to play the game. I like, your favorite deck is staring at each other tribal. That's your plan. Look at each other across the board. Tribal. Very popular. Yeah. That's real sick shit, man. I'll be honest with you, that's real sick shit. Pay 2 life. Let's put down Adept Water guy. Boom. Listen, there's a difference between being a villain and being a monster. Okay? There's a big difference. Pay 2 life. Oof. We'll put down ghosts. Boom. Boom. Ooh, Beza the Boundless Spring. We like them. They're cool. They're cool people. Let's put down that. Boom. Pop. Chicka chop. Bot doo wop. Cheerio. Bot doo wop. Chicka chop. Bot doo. Whoa, whoa. Bop. Chicka chop. Bot doo wop. Let's do that. Okay, what is he gonna do here? Caretaker's talent. Let's do this. Boom. Okay, comes a copy of the thing. Draws a card. Deep Channel Duelist. Gotta put you down. Gotta have my pops. Boom. I think he is looking for a wipe. It largely won't matter. Because all of these are indestructible. Destroy all artifacts and creatures. We're gonna say tap you, boom, do that, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Doesn't really matter that he didn't want that to happen. Nothing really matters to me, mama, ooh. I just killed a man, put a merfolk to his head, pulled the trigger, now he's dead, mama, ooh. There you go. Pretty good example of what we can do here. And you got some queen on top of it. Not terrible. It's good. It'll work. I think we kind of got it dialed in. I'm gonna have to lie about having blue in this, but you know, it's good. I think there's definitely meat on the bones here. And if it can do that in Mythic, I think it can do something for you as well. So I'm gonna lie to everyone about being blue, having blue in this.